What up, dudes? Let's go for week 9. Not a whole lot of craziness, but still worth talking about. We're going to start up with one of our co-matchups of the week. That's going to be the Commish Nate Dogg against Skinny Cracker. Skinny Cracker gets the 7-5 victory. Tip my hat to you. But after an offensive implosion on Sunday, it really could have been a lot more. He was up 10-2 at one point. It was close all week, but kind of stabilized the ship on offense on Sunday. But hey, Cloughy, a much needed victory. He's on a 3-week slide. Respectable numbers across the board. So he's got to be feeling pretty good. Goldschmidt with 2 bombs. He might be starting to pick it up. Suarez on Cincinnati. What a pickup that guy has been. And then you had Sano with 10 RBIs this week. It's fantastic. Clevenger with a good week on the pitching end for you. Really good pitching week for Clough. 2.66 ERA, a 3.5 K to walk. Well done. Kind of slowing down the skid a little bit. So good for you, bud. Got to tip my cap, like I said. Next, we're going to go with our other co-matchup of the week, which I'm trying to remember here was, or maybe we didn't have a co-matchup of the week. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, we're going to start at the bottom. We had Warning Track Power against Alex. Alex had an innings limit issue here, but you know what? I'm not going to slam him too hard on this. Alex Wood screwed him, and so did there was another one too. Alex Wood screwed him, and then Carrasco also screwed him. I mean, if those two pitchers go 4 innings in their start, he's fine. So we're going to take it easy on him. He's got Syndergaard coming back soon too, so he's slid to 8th place. But now 8 teams are really looking at a possible playoff spot that are really close. Scott, actually terrible week on the pitching end. Kind of got donated those categories. But a 4.9 ERA, very unlike his pitching staff, but he did have a nice K to walk ratio there. Offensively, good weeks for Scotty from Jose Ramirez. That guy's insane. And then he had the 3 home run performance by Rosario this week. Had Juan Soto at one point, had Ryan Braun at one point. So Scott's still being pretty experimental with his roster here, trying to put it together. But overall, a good season. Alex, after getting off to a great start, kind of starting to slide. Keep working the wire. Got Mookie Betts on the DL. That hurts you big time. Will Myers has been out for a while and lost Syndergaard. So those are three big pieces. But gotta keep trucking. Gotta keep trucking 8th place. But like I said, just a couple games out of a playoff spot. Next we'll go to Jared, and guys, look out. On the who to watch list, I mean, his presence has been made. He's actually gone all the way up to 5th place, but the roster's been there all year. Really just underperforming. He's facing Justin, who hasn't really had a good year, but at the same time, you still got to show up every week in order to get something done, and that's exactly what his team did. Edwin Encarnacion, 5 bombs, 13 RBIs for Jared this week, a 9-2 victory. Nice little 3.08 ERA, 7 wins. This was actually pretty close. Justin actually didn't have a bad week. He kind of ran into Jared's team, putting it all together. Really close on offense. I mean, any one of those categories could have gone either way, probably, except for runs. But a good win for Jared. He's been sticking with it all year, and now he's moved up to a 5th place striking position. Good for you, bud. All right, next we're going to go with, we got Trev against Aaron. Aaron, after having a nice couple-week stretch of some dominance, little bit of a step back here, losing 9-3 to Trevor. Huge week for Trevor. Really strong offensively, 13 bombs, 38 RBIs, winning 9-3 against Aaron. Aaron's pitching really let him down. One thing I'm noticing with Aaron is he's got Chris Sale and Justin Verlander, but then after that, his starting rotation is really, really lacking. So if Sale and Verlander don't have big weeks, his pitching staff could be in some real trouble, and you kind of saw that here. I mean, he had a good week from Verlander, but Sale didn't really come to bat for him this week, and it's going to kind of cost him because the rest of his rotation really didn't do anything at all. And Hector Neris on Philadelphia is really just kind of having a rough year in general. But Aaron still holds a playoff spot, but Trevor now is just like a half game back of a playoff spot now. Like I said, it's a very tight league now. I mean, there was some separation after last week, but not anymore. There's 8 teams, and even I mean, it's not over. We're still early, and Justin could even, I mean, if a miracle happens, he could get back into the playoff conversation. Maddie taking Gordy 8-3 in our final matchup. Gordy's team actually wasn't not a terrible week, but he's facing a good team in Maddie. Maddie with 30 RBIs, 35 runs. That was a close category. Gordy slipping to 9th place, but the roster isn't too bad. He's been banged up. Donaldson going back to the DL is kind of a bummer there. And now we're going to head to our matchup of the week for this week. And guys, we got the current leader of the Crips versus the leader of the Bloods going at it. Nate Dogg against Alonji U. That's easily the matchup of the week. Maddie's going to give me some shit for saying this, but I still don't think his roster's that good. Just saying it. Offensively, he's got some pop, but on the pitching end, I really don't see I don't really see a group of players that are going to be sustainable. And I mean, he's the number 1 seed right now. You got to hand it to him. But Matt, putting you on notice right now, dude. I still don't think your roster's that great. So we'll see what happens this week. I hope I'm not setting myself up for an ass whooping and I told you so. But Loveless right now, got it. Trev making the love list after one big week, needed it. Maddie always on the love list pretty much, and then Jared on the love list as well. A lot of candidates for the love list. The hate list, Gordy, sorry. Aaron, not putting you on the hate list after one bad week. You've had a nice stretch. And then Justin, that's about it. All right, good luck, fellas.